So the role of a teacher, role of a mentor, very, very important. In the world of AI, information is available within seconds. But what you do with the information counts. Your emotion counts, your empathy counts, how you deal with people counts. Time is what the child requires. But how many of us are willing to give him the time? That's the question to ask. So when you're talking about classrooms, the engagement with the child is far more. The teacher is able to understand better. एंड वो हिंदी में जैसे कहते हैं किसी को समझाने के लिए उसको समझना जरूरी है. सो दैट इज द नीड ऑफ द आवर इन टुडेज टाइम. वेन देयर इज सो मच ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन ऑल अराउंड दैट मेनी ऑफ इट इज नॉट करेक्ट. What is important is how do you identify what is good and what is not. So the role of a teacher, role of a mentor, very, very important. Education to me is bringing about a positive change in any which way. It need not be specific to any particular domain, but in education is bringing about positive change. What was the need of the hour 30 years back is not the need of the hour 30 years later, and probably 30 years later, if we're talking about maybe 2050, I mean the things will evolve, things will change. There'll be a different ball game altogether. In the world of AI, information is available within seconds, but what you do with the information counts. Your emotion counts, your empathy counts, how you deal with people counts, how you manage conflicts counts, time management counts, relationship counts, emotional stability counts. So all these things actually make a lot of difference. But what are we doing towards it? I hope schools are working on it. I will not like to pass a judgment that we are not, that schools are not. I'm sure they are working on it in their own ways, but in a boutique setup, there is more emphasis on these things. I mean, let me be honest. There is more emphasis on these things than a conventional setup where probably, we are bogged down by numbers, and that numbers takes up most of our time. So we are bogged down by meeting the schedules, and we don't get time to spend with our children. That is again one of the areas that makes DDHA special, that makes boutique school special. You often come across emotional well-being. I get students in my own school, so I'm feeling stressed. And I am feeling stressed out, panic attacks. So these are all terms which we had never heard of when we were growing up, when we were kids. These were never something that we even discussed when we were kids. But these have become very common these days. It's a sad reality, unfortunately. I shouldn't be saying so, but that's a sad reality. Emotional well-being cannot be mass-produced. Emotional well-being is all about connection. Child is basically looking at a connection with his or her mentor, teacher. That connection is what a child requires. Time is what the child requires. But how many of us are willing to give him the time? That's the question to ask.